Sharonda Williams, pay your weight. Hi, Mike. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Sharonda. How are you?
I am doing good. I'm trying to just boost out after watching this series. I wanted to give Cooper a hug. I wanted to shake him at times. It's okay though. I know Cooper's going through a lot.
Yes, it's a fun, steamy, wild ride.
Oh, it was a while. Yes, it was a ride. All right. I'm just. I have to ask one of the first questions, and I think it's this wonderful kind of light bulb that goes off, towards the latter part of the series, is when we see that Cooper has really sacrificed who he is in order to make his marriage work. And one of the first things that I wanted to ask you is, why do you feel as though Cooper or Billy, they never sought outside help from professionals or from counselors in order to really help them navigate through this rocky part of their marriage?
Wow, it's a fantastic question. Um, well, I think as happens in so many relationships and marriages, kids come into the picture, work comes into the picture, all of these inputs happen, and you get stuck sort of drinking out of a fire hose. And yes, Sarah could speak to this far better than I, but I don't wonder if there isn't this moment also of her. I think as wives and mothers do so often, thank God for them and how strong and incredible they are. They put themselves aside and they put themselves aside and they put themselves aside, and then they wake up and they go, wait a second, who is that person? And I've completely put my desires and wants and needs aside, and it hits them like a Mack truck someday.
Yeah.
And if you're asking Mike Vogel, good gracious, I would have loved for them to have that moment but they didn't. And so Coop comes in late in the game, and I think he's put behind this obstacle of saying, okay, if you'd only told me at any point along the way that this is what you needed, wanted, were lacking, we go to work. And I think what's great about the show, she has a line that I think sort of encapsulates the whole show. She says, my husband has 85% of everything that I want and I need. It's that 15% that I just can't get out of my head. And if we've done our job, 50% of the audience will be saying, work on the 15%,
Yes.
go after the 15%. And then the other half will be saying, go for the Aussie sex pot, go for the other 15%. And I think people will view it through whatever lens they're in at that point.
Yeah, but one of the beautiful things about the show is that it really tells you to live your life authentically, be who you are, even if that means that you have to make other people uncomfortable. And so I wanted to ask you, either professionally or personally, how have you made sure that you really stay true to yourself, no matter the cost of alienating other people who don't understand you?
Yeah, I mean, I think you said it right. Communication is key. I think getting someone to fall in love with you, or walking through a relationship with someone because you've created a character that you want them to see, is at some point that's going to come back and bite you, whether it's through them realizing or through you realizing. I think this last year of the world shutting down has caused so many people to sort of be forced into solitary confinement and analyze their lives and their relationships and look at that and say, what am I missing? How do I feel? Where am I at? And I think communication. Whoever you're walking through a relationship with, don't be afraid to say how you feel, to say what you feel, and develop those communication skills. Someone said to me early on, they said, never stop dating your wife. And that has always spoken to me of you're going to have moments where you miss it and you get lazy, but always come back to that center of dating the person that you're in love with.
Okay, you better give us some relationship advice today, Mike. I'm here for it.
Show up for it.
I appreciate you so much for taking the time to speak with me. I really enjoyed our conversation, and I'm just sending hugs to your character, Cooper.
No, thank you. He's not out yet. He's not out yet.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you, Sharonda. We'll see you.
Bye.